is this blah, 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 blah? I do not say blah, 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 blah. Hey everybody, this video brings me and Chris out to the Bohm United Church of Christ, and we are at a church for a very special reason, and not just because it's Sunday, although that is always a good reason to come out to a church. But before we actually look at what we're here to see, I want to just show off the church because it's absolutely beautiful. Look at the stained glass windows. That is one of the few reasons why I'm actually obsessed with churches, because they are so incredibly beautiful. I gotta come to a service here someday just to see what it actually looks like inside. This is amazing. Can you even read those dates up there? What's it? Founded in 1740, rebuilt 1818. Check that out. Very, very awesome. All kinds of plaques and stuff here because this church is actually quite historical. There's actually a plaque, a Pennsylvania historical plaque here to actually talk about the church. Apparently the founder, John Philip Bohm, he's actually buried underneath the church, which is really, really interesting. He was the founder of the German Reformed Church in Pennsylvania. So as it says, he founded his final church here in 1740 and is buried beneath it. That is crazy. So we're not actually here for that grave. That is a really cool grave. Pretty awesome to know that when you're there enjoying your service that you're actually on top of a dead body. That's always fun. But again, that's not the reason why we're actually here today. We are here today for something completely different. There's another grave we've got to check out. Of course, the only problem is I have no idea where this grave is. I have been out here once before, years ago with Crazy Joe, and we were able to find the grave. But again, that was years ago, and I have no idea where this actual grave is. So we now have to scour this entire cemetery in hopes that we can actually find this one grave. But you know what? I don't care because I love old cemeteries. Look at all these crazy old gravestones. These are so cool. You can barely read what's actually written on them because they're just so weathered down. I understand why people do like the, what do they call the rubbings, where they put a piece of paper on there and then rub like a crayon over top of it so you can actually read what they say. That is so cool. It is pretty awesome to come out here and actually see all these super old graves. I wish I could read some of these dates. That's like 1809. That is nuts. People were alive back in 1809. Nobody was living back then, right? That's when dinosaurs were roaming the earth. Here in America, 1809 seems like forever ago. So this is awesome. There's Hoover. Oh, we've got a president buried here. Who knew that? I had no idea. This is awesome. Again, so many cool. Oh, check this out. Look at these gravestones with the hands on them. I love that. I could literally just probably walk around this cemetery for hours and just check out all the cool gravestones. But still, we're here for one specific grave. And again, I don't have any idea where it actually is. Here's an interesting gravestone. This one's actually flat to the ground. I'm guessing laid right on top of the actual casket or something. That is really cool. What did you find?
Oh, I found the stake.
Ooh, foreshadowing. So not only do I have a fascination with cemeteries, but I enjoy nature quite a bit too. So I want to show this guy off. Look at the grasshopper. Check that out. You are not camera shy at all, are you, buddy? That is awesome. Look at the colors on him and all the stripes on him. All right, I feel like I'm bugging him. He's slowly creeping away. So
bugging him? Bugging him?
Puns that I didn't even try to do, but of course, leave it to Chris to realize all of them. Anyway, we're still trying to find this grave. We've literally been walking around this cemetery for like 20 minutes now, and we still cannot find this one single grave. We even tried to use this GPS thing that shows you where the exact grave is. Said it was over there somewhere, but no, we didn't see any grave over there. So I have no idea. I know it's here. Again, I've been here. I've seen the grave with my own eyes. It's just I I have no idea. Success, we have found the grave, but just to make things horribly confusing, that little GPS thing we were looking at that actually showed right where the grave was, that said it was over here, they weren't wrong. They were absolutely correct, but we're looking at, looking at all these graves. This one says Kirkland M. Barker. That's not who we're looking for. Turns out they actually put graves like back to back. So this grave right here, that's a completely different grave. That's a completely different headstone right there. And this is the one we are actually looking for. This is the grave of Edward Van Sloan. Now, to anybody out there who's a huge fan of Universal horror movies, you probably know that name. He has played many, many characters in different Universal horror movies, but the one you probably know the best, this right here, this is Van Helsing from the Dracula movies. How amazing is that? So right here in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, is the grave of Edward Van Sloan, Van Helsing himself from the classic Dracula. There's a penny on his grave. Somebody put a little crucifix as well. So Edward Van Sloan, born 1882, died 1964. Had to come back out here, check this out, and document it. I mean, it's the grave. It's the grave of Van Helsing, the Dracula slayer himself, buried right here.
I'm confused. There's no wooden stakes. There's no garlic.
Actually, well, why would Van Helsing?
Because it's like tools. So if they ever kind of like
he's probably buried with his tools. You wouldn't put his tools outside.
Oh yeah, that's I guess
Dracula could come and like take those. Well, I guess you wouldn't take the garlic, but he could take the steak and throw it away. Now he's probably buried well. So I guarantee you dig down in there, you get to his grave, probably covered in garlic. He's probably a nice steak with a mallet, some holy water next to him. I'm sure. But that is too cool, too awesome. Again, here in Pennsylvania, Bluebell, Pennsylvania, is the grave of Edward Van Sloan, Van Helsing. Now that I'm here, I actually regret not bringing a prop like a wooden stake or even just the Dracula DVD to prop up there and take a photo with.
Next time you bring a DVD and a Blu-ray and you stick it on the top here. That's terrible, I know.
Was that Bela Lugosi or was that Borat? I think that was Borat.
It was a Borat Lugosi.
Borat Lugosi?
Borat Lugosi.
Wow, Chris and his impressions.
Hi, I'm a Dracula.
Wait a minute. Did I just say impression and not impersonation? Oh God, what is Crazy Joe and Rick doing to me? They're wearing off. Everyone knows this is how Dracula talks. Blah 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 blah. What is this blah 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 blah? I do not say blah 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 blah. All right, guys, so again, the grave of Edward Van Sloan, Van Helsing himself. That is too awesome. But now that we're done looking at graves, I say let's go play on the playground, because I can't think of any other playground I'd want to play on than one built right next to a cemetery.
Spooky slides and slippery slopes and all kinds of fun stuff. Spooky.
Weird. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the grave of the vampire slayer himself, Edward Van Sloan, Van Helsing, here in Bluebell, Pennsylvania. Totally awesome. Like I said, had to get back out here, check this out. But all right, guys, so as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, The Cinemastic, The Store, and
Muppet stuff.
I will see you guys in the next video. Ow. Oh my gosh, this is a complete surprise. I had no idea he was buried here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the grave of Freddy Krueger. Look at that.
It's Kugler? Kugler.
Oh.